I just thought I'd say a few words on a message that professionals are hearing in the professional services sector at the moment all the time, which is you must be more commercial in your approach. It's important to remember that professionals who work in organisations that supply intangible services to clients, for example, I was a solicitor. In law firms, we supply intangible services to clients who value them and hopefully buy more of our services. But it's the same with accounting firms, advertising firms. It's the same with management consulting firms. What's important to remember is that if you're going to ask someone to have a more commercial approach to the work they do, it's worth bearing in mind that they may not have been ever trained or have a very good understanding of what that actually means. Most of the professionals in these organisations are trained to be technical specialists. Delivering professional services is extremely difficult. There are a lot of moving parts. The outcomes are often ambiguous or hard to predict. The process can be much longer than people assume, involving different variables that only experts really understand with time that can appear. There's so much involved in just getting the technical expertise or the technical delivery right that it's easy to forget that asking someone to then be more commercial in how they deliver that technical expertise can be an onerous task, especially if those people have never been trained or have no context as to what being commercial actually is. Now, a lot of the work I do is helping organisations come up with solutions for their professionals, depending on the professionals' level of expertise, are they junior or senior, the clients they deal with, the type of work that they are delivering, as well as the clients that they're working with. It's helping an organisation work out, well, what does it mean for our professionals to be commercial? What tasks do they have to master in order to be more commercial? One of the trends I've seen over the years is that in a professional services organisation, the commerciality required by someone who is more junior tends to be more internally focused. That is to say, how do I contribute to the objectives of the team or the project I'm on in a commercial way? Now, that might be, if you're asked to do a certain task, doing it faster. It might mean being able to do more quicker. As long as the professionals understand exactly why and the impact that it has and why the benefits flow through to the organisation and to them as well, when they understand that, they're far more likely to be more commercial in the way they do things. As a professional gets more senior, things change. They become much better at managing projects, managing matters. They understand that aspect of commerciality much better than junior people because they've learnt the ropes as they come through. But their posture, if you will, tends to become more external. It's focused on clients. Now, when clients demand their professionals that they use to be more commercial, that really also depends as to what they mean. And I guess one of the things I try to work out is for the client that you're talking about, or the type of clients you deal with, what for them is being more commercial. For example, if you're working for an organisation and the main clients that you have to make decisions very quickly, it's probably not the most commercial thing to do to give them long letters of advice. These people will often need to make decisions fast. Therefore, commerciality means, well, put ourselves in the client's shoes so that they can make decisions far more effectively using our work. So it's less task-based, it's more being able to understand what the client's commercial needs are and to shape our service around that. In another video on the website, I talk about a specific commercial skill that I think all professionals need to be aware of, which is the ability to articulate or explain the value to a client of the work that you're doing or the services that you're offering. Professional service organisations have become a lot better at this, but still tend to not truly understand what the concept of value means, and as a result are not as commercial when it comes to being able to explain value to the client in a way that resonates with the client. Another area of commerciality, which I think is really core for everyone, is understanding how the business works, how the business model works, how the company or the team makes money, why that's a beneficial thing, not just for the owners and for the staff, but for the clients. And then tying that into the specific role that the person has within the organisation, the things they do day by day, the way they do their work, the way they communicate with clients. Commerciality is a mindset. In order to get to that mindset and to get above and beyond simply being a technical expert, you need proper training, proper understanding, which is a lot of the work that I do. So I just wanted to say a few words on what that means, being commercial, above and beyond being a technical expert. In the past, technical expertise was probably the number one criteria that clients used when evaluating services. Now, of course, as you know, there are a whole range of other criteria. Obviously, professionals who are more commercial in their work, whatever that means for them, are going to have a competitive advantage over professionals that are not.